Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Alex Woung, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys how to effectively manage your inbox with different type of replies and handling objections that may come through, right? The more you do cold email or even any type of cold outreach, you're consistently, whether it's going to be for yourself or your clients, you're going to be seeing similar messages or quite literally maybe the exact same message several times, and efficiently having templates built out to essentially handle these responses instantly is very important, especially when you guys know that responding in the first 15 minutes is crucial. So we're going to be going over a couple different types today and essentially different proven templates that have been successful for ourselves and others. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Once again, we're going to be talking about how to inbox manage replies and handle objections, right? In this guide, we're going to dive into several different templates that have proven successfully in handling objections and qualifying prospects via cold email. Now, these methods have been tested extensively, especially with ourselves or clients, and with the right offer and the properly targeted leads, they consistently generate results. Now, going over essentially why you need these, while managing an inbox for clients or even for your own outreach can become very time consuming, right? Unless you're sitting there refreshing your inbox all day long, I'm always going to assume that you guys are multitasking unless you already have a VA or inbox manager. Now, if you are drafting a new response every single time a response comes in, you're going to be wasting a lot of time. Now, by using these different type of templates, you'll have all the responses needed to handle the most common objectives efficiently and effectively, right? Now, either having it in a document or using an inbox manager tool, these templates can come handy, especially when you begin to recognize the same responses over and over in your outreach. Now, we're going to be going over 7 of the most common email response scenarios and essentially going over couple of the better responses that you can give to it, right? So we're going to have obviously very simple the I'm interested response, the send more info, the what's the price, send me a video, and that's based on your call to action. Straight up, if they want to book a call or meeting with you, what's the catch? Also based on CTA, if it's like a free lead magnet, why are you giving it away for free? And my favorite, saving it for last, the meeting request ghosted. So let's go over the first one. I'm interested. It's very, very simple one. And essentially, what you do is go ahead and try to get the prospect to hop on a call with you, right? Or if you have some type of free video or lead magnet, which we'll go over later, then you can explain that here as well. But typically, to be honest, when it comes to cold outreach, kind of going in for that call is exceptionally important if you are an agency owner. Or if you have a different sequence, then that is totally okay as well. Now, this is an example response that I've typed up. Hey, first name, right? You could say excitement here. I always thought it awesome or amazing. Any one of those two is normally my go-to. Then a brief explanation on the offer. And in case you need to incorporate more information, there'll be a little section underneath that says, for more information, here's a quick overview. Doesn't have to say exactly this, but any type of structure around this is totally okay. And if you're available, I'd love to do this for you. And I'm free on date and time, or would you be available on this time, right? So, for example, most common replies I do is awesome. Looking forward to build out this list. All I need is 10 to 15 minutes, right? I'll build out the list live, plus show you how we do it. Would you be available on Monday or Tuesday, or Monday at 5 or Tuesday at 5, right? Any type of variation of this is totally okay. Again, you don't need to follow this to the T. However, any type similar to this works out exceptionally well when it comes to that, right? And you could kind of make a decision on which people are the ones who are most interested or just briefly showing interest, right, on that scale. Now, next up, we do have a what's the price? Well, obviously, as you guys know in cold outreach, I mean, to be honest, we're honest that our systems are custom built and they depend on the client's need, right? So there's no essentially a set price. It's just we have a structure, right? So you don't want to completely throw it in the dark. Just say, listen, right? Our pricing depends on a few factors, but here's the general idea of what it looks like, right? We typically charge a monthly fee backed by a performance guarantee, and if we don't meet your agreed upon goals, we offer a full refund, right? That's if you have that guarantee stipulation. Or you could say our service slash offer, right? We do cold email. Our cold email system, whatever explanation you want to put, is custom built and tailored to each of our clients based on their needs. However, a general structure would be, and how you like to do it, retainer, pay per call, right? Then essentially you want to end it off with let's set up a brief, let's say 7 to 9 minute chat, or however long you may need to go over specifics. I can send over an invite, or if now isn't the right time, no worries. So again, at least the way I like to do my quote unquote sales or outreach, I don't ever want to be too pushy, right? I don't want to force the client to do something essentially by making them not have free will, right? So essentially I want to make sure that they go ahead and look at it and not feel pressured, right? Now, responding to the send me a video. If you have a Loom strategy in place, then you're typically going to see this one come up quite a bit. Even sometimes someone might say, can you show me an explanation video? Normally I would be like, hey, first name, I just recorded a quick video going over it. It was a bit short. However, I'm happy to showcase this to you over a quick call. Here's the video explaining or highlighting whatever your video is about. You can put a brief summary there. Then you insert the Loom or video link. You say if you have 10 to 15 minutes sometime this week, I could go into more detail on what your offer is, right? On how we can get you 20 more calls a month, right? How we can save you $5,000 using our abandoned cart recovery, anything of that sort, right? So essentially what you're doing here is you're trying to paint that picture saying, listen, this is brief, this is what it can do, right? And I would love to sit down with you and go more into detail and discuss it potentially, right? Because you want to give them all the information off the front, or there's going to be no purpose to speak to you, essentially, unless they're really interested, right? So however you want to take that approach is entirely up to you. This is what we found that works the best, right? Now, responding to let's book a call. Our favorite response, right? This essentially requires no effort on your part. All you got to do is book them into your calendar. So you could say, does such and such time for you? Are you free for 10 to 15 minutes on Monday and Tuesday? Looking forward to speaking with you. Anything of that sort. Just make sure that you're kind of giving them an alternate advance of choice, right? Saying, does this work? Does this work? And so on. Now, what's the catch? This one could be worded about a bunch of different ways, but again, I like to build my business on honesty and trust, so I just straight up tell them the point of the lead magnet, right? Now, if you are a beginner or if you're still doing this for yourself, you can incorporate this any different type of way that you can imagine. However, just like a base type of response would be, hey, name, we offer the free leads because we believe in the quality of our service, free ad campaign, free optimization, whatever it is, because we believe in the quality of our service and want to give you a risk-free way to see the results for yourself. Then you can add a little value add here, right? Essentially, why? What's the purpose, right? What your lead magnet is. Go in a little bit about what you do. Anything of that sort you can kind of throw in here or not. But now, of course, you always want to make sure to get them on a call, if that is your primary goal, to go ahead and discuss and see if you guys are a right fit, right? If you have 10 to 15 minutes, I'd love to build out this list for you. I'd love to be able to make those ad campaigns for you. I'd love to be able to go ahead and script your emails. Whatever, essentially, if you have a free lead magnet, this is what that would be. Or let's say if you're saying, could I bring down $5,000 a month? You just, an abandoned cart visionary, right, which is like an AI employee, you could just simply say, listen, this is the average return we're seeing from our clients. This is kind of how it works. If you're interested, I can more than happy explain it to you over a quick 10-minute conversation, right? Any type of that variation, once you have kind of a formula, template, structure of this sort, it's not going to be too hard to essentially make mistakes or go wrong. You just got to go ahead and make sure not to sound insane when you send a message over, right? You want to Be personal again, because we're all humans at the end of the day. It is business, but we're all humans. Just talk to them regularly, right? Don't try to word stuff specifically to manipulate opinions. We don't work like that, and I wouldn't advise you to work like that, right? Because essentially, too much risk up front, and down the line, it'll eventually come to get you, right? Now, you would insert at the end a little alternate advance of choice, as I said before, saying, hey, does Monday at 3 p.m. in Eastern work for you? Does Monday or Tuesday work better for you? Anything of that sort, however you guys like to do it. However, I always make sure it's a conversation, right? You have to give them a reason to reply. Never, ever leave without a call to action. Now, one of my personal favorites, I'm dropping the sauce right here, is the responding to the meeting request ghosted, right? I am almost certain, have you ever had someone who said they're interested in your product or service, and then you follow up with them, and nothing. No response whatsoever. How are you going to do besides just saying, bumping this up, see if you're still interested, right? We like to take a little bit of a unique approach, and we've been testing this out a lot as of recently. We never actually did at the beginning, but we've been testing out a lot recently, and this one has ripped. Now, that might not be the case for you, but I would almost say that this is pretty generic. So it applies to a lot of different niches, or almost everything, to be honest. You just say, hey, first name, I've reserved a few minutes for us 3 to 4 days out, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is, to chat about making you that lead list, about getting you those ad creatives, about optimizing your email marketing, whatever it is. If that doesn't work, feel free to let me know. Just wanted to get some time on the calendar since you expressed interest earlier, right? Looking forward to hearing from you. You're kind of putting the ball in their court here. Essentially, once again, you're playing on the human skill, human level. Listen, I know you were interested before. Just let me know if you are or not, right? Sometimes people dance a little bit too much. You just got to be a little bit direct with it and just say, hey, without coming off in a way that you're going to put yourself in a bad position, but essentially wording it like, listen, I'd love to be able to do this for you. This is why we're doing this. Would that interest you or not? And if not, that's totally fine, because there is some people who will not change their mind at all about it. So that's just the way some people are wired. Can't change it, right? Rather just move on and focus your energy somewhere else. Now, that's really essentially it. We kind of went over all of the different types of responses and kind of objections that may have about like what's the catch or whatnot. Now, if you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to leave them in the comments down below. I've been more than happy to answer anything. And essentially, if you want the service done for you, I'm going to go over that right now. And to wrap it up, by using these templates, you can effectively manage your inbox and handle the most common objections without having to reinvent the wheel every single time you respond. So for more insight into the exact outreach scripts that we use at our agency, feel free to connect with me either on Twitter or comment down below in this video. There's also a private coaching community that you guys can join with over 300 students, specifically for lead generation, primarily cold email. You could check that out down below in the description. There's a bunch of different things we offer, from scrapers to hours and hours of course material, real sales calls. Check it out all down below in the description. Now, if you do want cold email done for you, we are a B2B service-based business, and you want qualified calls booked to your calendar. Let's set up a free outbound strategy call. No obligation. We'll review your business, discuss your acquisition strategies, and share outreach ideas. Worst case scenario, you walk away with a little bit of in-value advice. You would learn a little bit and maybe can apply some to help in your business. Best case scenario, we begin to fill your calendar with a series of brand new sales opportunities. So with that being said, check it all out in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.